No pressure, Carol.
Thank you. Can
So I'm just going to get something on there saying that it is starting the recording, and then I will put, if you want to share your screen, Carol,
okay.
And then it can be over to you.
Thanks everybody, and thanks for joining us this morning. Yeah, as Ben says, I've crammed a lot into the hour, so I hope we've got time at the end for questions and things, but please pop them in the chat and we'll do our best to. If I can't get to them at the end, then I'll message you and make sure I've answered all of your questions. So it's an introduction to social media, so I'm not sure how introduction like I need to be for you today, or how much knowledge you have of social media. So we're just going into the basics really about social media and different types of platforms for your business. So we're going to look at what is social media marketing, how it's important, creating different social media strategies for your business, and to create some tips for you to create your content as well to help you get started. So just to introduce myself, my name's Carol Wallace. I am Digital Marketing Director at Creative Hutch. I work alongside my business partner, Vicky, who does all the branding. So yeah, you may have seen Vicky's brand workshop last week, but if not, we'll have these recorded and we can share everything with you. So I'm going to get started. So what is social media? I'm sure everybody's heard about it now. It seems to be the buzzword of the times, especially since lockdown. It's all about kind of marketing your business online in a digital way to create different types of content, video, whether that be animations, whether it's blog posts, written form, long and short, different types of videos to help drive engagement and promote your business. So the objective really is to get people who see your post over to your website to either make that purchase or make that inquiry. So it's just another channel, another form of marketing. So different benefits where it's different to the traditional form of marketing. It gives you a wider brand reach, a wider reach for finding new clients, new followers online. It can build trust and loyalty because they can see your face, you can interact with them directly. It costs far less than marketing, traditional marketing, because you don't have that print element, you're not putting flyers through doors. You are just doing everything on a platform which is free to have an account. It helps boost your SEO, so you're driving traffic back to your website. It helps you to grow your mailing list. You can promote this on your social media. You can drive more revenue, connect directly with customers, and it's brilliant for customer service. You can answer really quickly any queries or problems, issues they might have. So all round, it's just a great tool to have in your box. So just want to have a look at, we know how far things have come from 2000s, we've come a long way. You can see here just a snapshot of all of the different platforms that are out there, from Snapchat to Pinterest to the newer one, TikTok, which is growing really quickly. We've got Instagram, we've got Facebook back there, Google. They all have platforms now where you can help promote your business. So and we've seen the rapid growth, especially since lockdown. Since January 2022, there were 4.2 billion users globally. So that's a huge audience for you to tap into and to promote your business. Again, that's at 58% of the world's population, and it's growing every single year. To look at the most popular social media platforms, people might say it's not Facebook still, especially the younger generation, but it is. Everybody, especially overseas, not in the UK, Facebook is still growing and it's still booming. So it just depends on what target audience you're looking for, which we'll go into a little bit more. But you can see the scale of these, who's using these social media platforms now. So, and again, TikTok is growing by month on month. Time spent on social media. We all know how much time we can lose on social media just doing that scroll. But you'll see again that YouTube is at the top performing one here, followed by Facebook, and then it's our WhatsApp and our chat ones after that. But you can see again TikTok rising there. So I just want to focus on the social media platforms that are good for your business, how to grow your business on these social media platforms. So we're going to take a look at Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. We've got Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. So we're just going to delve into each of these and just the benefits of them for your business so that you can help make more informed decisions about which platform, if you don't have any currently, you need to focus your energy on. So I'm going to introduce Meta. It was formerly Facebook. They also own Instagram, they own WhatsApp, they own Messenger. So this is a huge global company in America, and they are growing again every single year. So Facebook, owned by Meta, it's the largest of the social media platforms. It's been around for a long time. It's perfect for every business. So whether you're a small brand, whether you're a huge organization, if you've got products to sell or services to sell, then this is definitely one of the platforms. If you have products to sell, then it's got an excellent shopping facility on there, service that you can sell your products through. It's also got great for your WhatsApp, your Messenger. People can now directly message you. They can also purchase, and you can answer any questions, customer service questions you might have on Facebook. So you tend to find that a lot of people are on there. They're looking for a new business in town or near them. They'll look and they'll use Facebook as opposed to Google now. So you tend to want to have your window, your face of your business on a Facebook business page. So definitely, if you haven't got one of those set up, I would recommend that. 2.9 billion active monthly users. So it's, it's huge opportunities for you and for your business. So just tap into which businesses Facebook is good for, which kind of sectors and industries. It's good for all sizes, whether you're a one-man, self-employed plumber, or you are, as I said, a huge business and a large scale. It's brilliant for retail, for e-commerce, because you can just go in and you can actually shop from the platform or from your phone on the app. Real estate, huge. Consultancies, you see beauty and fitness. Anything health-wise is all because they can actually target the audience that are looking for their products. So we'll look at that in a little bit. But all of these industries, it's great for. But if you haven't got that, I would suggest that you give it a try. Touched on demographics, because thinking about what demographics are on Facebook, it is that older generation, whereas, compared to TikTok of the newer generation. So you'll tend to find it's got higher skew towards female population only just, but you will find it tends to be in that kind of 35 upwards bracket of people. So if you know that you're selling your products and services to a female in her 30s, 40s, 50s and above, then this is where you want to be, have your business profile. You want to be active on Facebook so that you can target this market. Said it's got huge opportunities for advertising on here. It's really got powerful advertising tools in there. They've spent a lot of time building this back end, this really, really targeted audience building capabilities. If you've not had a chance to look at those, I suggest you do. They're making it easier and easier now for just business owners to actually run their own advertising. Rather than having to have an expert or go to them for help, because obviously they want to reap the rewards for generating that income for Facebook. So it can reach up to 36.7% of the adult population. So that's a huge audience just sitting there waiting to be targeted with your ads for your business. Just a little. Since the iOS changes more recent years on the mobile phone, the kind of span or the audience that you could target by different demographics and hobbies and interests, it has narrowed slightly. So people are now saying that they have seen a dip in results from their targeting, but it's still really, really good and worthwhile doing. It is more competitive now, so you will have to pay more for those ads. But if you're in a niche market and you haven't got a lot of competition, then you won't have to pay a lot per click on those adverts. But yeah, you can look at different entertainment, what they like, their hobbies, their interests. You can drill down by demographics, where they live, what job role they have, what they like to watch, and you can put in your own customer database. So if you've got an email list that you want to target with a new service or product, you can upload that into Facebook and you can run the ads to those people. So it's really, really powerful. And it also pushes those across to Instagram as well, if you want to run them side by side. So again, I suggest, I do recommend that you have a look if you haven't already tapped into those powerful advertising tools. Instagram is part of the metaverse, as they call it now. It's an excellent social media platform. Again, it's growing year on year. You're finding that it's catching up with Facebook now. It's really focused on creators, but it's also great for businesses, especially to promote products and services and show your face, show your authenticity about your brand and your business. You want to show you as people sell, people buy from people. So to get your face behind something, behind your brand is really good. So the Instagram is brilliant for e-commerce, again, like Facebook. Again, you can link your shop, so you can open a shop and have that e-commerce side. So if you're selling clothing, if you're selling any physical products, you can have those pulling from the website, and you can build a catalog, and then you can show that on the Instagram, on the app, and then people can click on that link where you've tagged that product or service, and they can purchase straight. So it's actually missing that, a part where you have to go to the website. So it's just speeding up that process for somebody. So it's taking that barrier away and making it really simple for people to just purchase something that they see on their feed. Even, you don't have to have glamorous photos and glamorous products like you see on the health and beauty or fitness. It's great for plumbers, electricians, decorators too, anybody in that service provider, because you can be showing you via video, through video, just different things of what you're doing before and after videos. So it really, you can showcase what you do and why your business is better, why your skills are better compared to your competitors. Who's using Instagram? It is a different demographic to Facebook. It is a younger generation to Facebook. So if you're targeting those 18-year-olds to kind of 35, especially females, you'll find that there's, again, another skew towards the female population, then definitely this is where you want to be focusing your social media strategy. So for any business, I recommend this. If you've got shopping that you want to, products that you want to sell, then you want to be on here, and especially for those demographics in that age group. A huge opportunity for shopping for Instagram, even more so than Facebook. They've said 81% of users have said that Instagram really helps them to research their products and services now. So you'll find that the younger generation, instead of going onto Google and doing a search there for trainers, they're actually using the hashtag trainers or hashtag Nike or whatever they're looking for in Instagram to bring up that search. Then they're looking at, if influencers are using those, if that's where they've seen the products that they want to buy, they're looking for that social proof, and then that's when they're making that purchase via Instagram. So if you know that you're looking for the younger generation, this is where you want to be. So 51% of the population, or the users that are using Instagram, they're influenced by the shopping on Instagram. I don't know if yourself, I buy a lot of things through Instagram now. I see a product that I like, I just have to click on the link and it's purchased and it's on its way to me now. So I don't have to even go to anybody's website anymore. So buying behaviours, just said it has got a huge influence on those younger generations. So 36% of Instagram users are following brands, to just compare to 19% on Facebook. So they're looking for their favourite brands, they follow them, and they see what products and services they are providing. got 100 million users tapping on shopping posts every single month. So that's a huge opportunity to get your products in front of that audience. They're looking, 72% are making purchases based on something they've seen on Instagram, and 50% will then go away, see something on Instagram, and then half of those people will then go onto their website just to research that product, and then probably just go back and buy it via Instagram anyway. So yeah, you really have got a huge opportunity to be visible and get your products seen by a huge audience on Instagram. So whether you're small, medium or large business, small brand, if you've got products to sell, then you want to be setting up that Instagram shop. You don't need to have the Facebook shop as well. You can just do the Instagram one for your business on your business page. So just different examples of how what these adverts look like on Instagram. So here you'll see you've got your product, your makeup product. You've got the link here. You can click on the link, which takes you to just the checkout. You can have your details saved through PayPal, through Google Pay, however you want to set that up, and then you just place your order. So it's so quick now, and it just removes that barrier. So just want to show you again, if you've not seen them, how easy and quick it is to make that purchase. So you can see this product here. You can just click on the image. It brings up that link for you. You can set your size. You can choose the different options that you want in there. And then you can scroll, and then you can just click on there, checkout. And it just takes you to put in your contact details, your shipping information, and then your credit card details. And if that's all pre-populated, then you don't even have to go through that. It just populates automatically, and then you just place your order. So you can see how simple and easy it is to do. Okay, just moving on to Twitter. Twitter's been around for a very long time. It's very different in the way that it works to Instagram, which is very visual, and Facebook, or even TikTok now with video. But it still has got a huge following. A lot of users that are using it. It's kind of 14th in our ranking of the most active social media platforms out there. It is great for businesses. It's really powerful to just use kind of 280 characters just to showcase different products. You can add links in here, whereas in Instagram, you don't have the possibility to add links unless it's in stories or one into your bio. So here, if you're wanting to share content from your website, white papers, blogs, links to YouTube for your video, or if you're just wanting to connect more on a customer services basis, then Twitter is a really good platform for your business. It's skewed definitely towards the male population, and it's definitely a younger generation, kind of that 25 to 34 is the highest population using Twitter. You will tend to find that it's the industries that are using it more are entertainment, sports. You'll find that all men, for football especially, or any sporting events, Twitter is really, really popular. While a football game's on, people are having that conversation. So it's a real conversational tool. You can put polls on there, you can ask questions, surveys. So it's more interactive and definitely more social, and it's got a huge, huge global reach. So it's definitely not a sales tool, though. I would use it more for my customer services. If you want to reach out and build that loyalty and build a relationship with your customers. But you do need to be very active on it. Post at least twice a day, because every tweet there are millions of tweets every single day. So it's not like Instagram where you can just look at your following and things like that. It's actually just going to keep moving your tweet out. So every kind of few minutes, it's going to be replaced. So you have to be really, really active on there. You want to kind of keep people on Twitter. Don't just share other people's content. You need to be providing your own. You want to start conversations, ask questions. Just basically you want to be social on Twitter if possible, and be very active, reactive. It's great for customer services. You'll find if people have an issue, customers have an issue with your brand or your services, they will jump to Twitter to make that complaint or to say how well something, how good or how much they've enjoyed something, and they want that response within minutes. So you have to be reactive. You can't just ignore tweets if somebody is complaining. You want to deal with that, or you want to, message them back as soon as possible on there, because it is live and it is a global reach. So you'll find that other people will jump on the bandwagon as well, and that customer complaint could really escalate very, very quickly. So TikTok, the new kid on the block, but just think, everybody kind of thinks it's just for kids, it's just for the 13-year-olds or 18-year-olds, but think again, it's growing so quickly now. It was launched back in 2016, but it just encompasses every type of content and community now. It used to just be, the kids dancing, lip syncing. It's no longer that now. They've introduced last year in-app shopping, like where you've got the Facebook's shopping and Instagram. So they have jumped on this as well, so they can connect directly with their customers and also sell directly through links on their videos, whether that's a live video or the video you can click and you can purchase whatever they are promoting. It's got over 1 billion monthly active users now, and it's growing, and it's certainly showing no signs of slowing down. And it's the 6th most popular social media platform. So it's right behind Meta now. Who's using TikTok? Well, yeah, it's definitely the younger generation still, but we are seeing more and more of the 30, 40, 50-year-olds even going on there now, because they are looking for products and looking for services via the TikTok app. Their children are on it now, so obviously they want to be on there monitoring. So you will find your, the older population are getting more and more active on this. Again, like Facebook and Instagram, it is skewed more towards the female population, just because of the industries, I think, with health and beauty being huge on their retail. So yeah, if you're looking for that younger generation of like kind of 18-year-olds that you want to sell your products, then TikTok is definitely the platform that you need to be on. Again, for sports and retail, entertainment, even education, these are all really, really popular sectors on TikTok. But eventually it's going to be a platform for everybody. Absolutely no doubt about that. So TikTok for Business is new. So this is an all-in-one platform for business owners. So you can do your paid advertising in here. So the same as Facebook Business Manager or Ads Manager. In the TikTok Business, you can then create your own ads. So if you create a video, you can then upload that and make that into an advert for you to target whatever audience you want. So it's got really powerful tools, not as powerful as Facebook just yet, because it's newer platform out there, but it's definitely easier to run ads on TikTok. It's kind of a 1 or 2 button click and the ads are running for you. So they have taken that learning curve away from you for TikTok, because they want you to promote on their platform. So again, if you've got that younger generation selling products that you want to target, then definitely TikTok, have a look at TikTok. These are just some of the different examples, so that you can click on the different links and you can then purchase these products straight from TikTok. LinkedIn, I'm not going to spend much time on there. I'm sure you're all on LinkedIn. Is the most popular platform for B2B, for professionals and for those C-level decision makers. So if you're selling to another business, if you're B2B and you're looking for that financial officer or somebody that's going to a key decision maker that you want to get in touch with, you can direct message them through LinkedIn. You can build a network through LinkedIn. You can just build a relationship there. Great for recruitment. As we know, we probably all receive recruitment messages all of the time. For education, for healthcare, it's huge. Construction, retail, you'll find that most sectors are on LinkedIn in a professional capacity. So if you know that you want to have a LinkedIn business page, a Creative Hutch have one as well, that we want to share events like this one or we want to share different things that are happening or communities that we're helping, charities, then we do use LinkedIn for that purpose. So that's kind of just a sweep over just most popular social media platforms. I haven't even touched on Pinterest and all of the other ones, but it's just, you know, these core ones that you can do for your business, for your startup or your growing business, just to get started. But before you do need a social media strategy. This is kind of where most people fail. They just start pushing out random bits of content, and then after a week or two they realize that they don't know what they're doing, or they don't know what they're supposed to be doing, or they've run out of steam, they don't know what else they can be posting. So you really do need a structure. And having a social media strategy, it doesn't need to be a huge lengthy document. It literally just needs to give you a plan of what you want to achieve. So you're going to set these goals. I want to have more engagement on my Instagram. I want to sell more products via Instagram. I want to drive more traffic to my website. So here you're just saying what goals you have, and then what actions you're going to take, what content you're going to create to actually achieve those goals. So having that strategy in place is really key, just to keep that momentum going, and to kind of check your performance and how your performance is going against your goals. So just some goals. These should align with your overall marketing goals, because this is social media. It's just a channel, one channel compared to, you know, all of the other different types of marketing, like email marketing, your traditional marketing, PR. So here you want to, you know, some of our goals personally for Creative Hutch is, you know, we want to drive more traffic to our website and generate more leads, more. You could have more sales if you're selling something, or just more inquiries about your services. You obviously want to, if you're a new business, then you want to increase awareness of your brand. When you first start out, nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows about your website or your products or your services. So social media is a real quick boost to try and get that brand awareness out there. You might want to grow your followers, because more followers should end up in more leads, more sales. You might want to be more engaged with that audience that you have currently, you know, to build up that relationship. You might want to build a community with them. Community building is really powerful as well, because you can get these real loyal followers, and you can create like a separate little community or a group for those people. You can offer those discounts, you can offer them extra, become like your VIP clients. So building that in community and getting that trust is really, really good as well. First of all, before you start, you know, you've got your goals in mind, you've got to do your research. So by research, it is your competition. So if you're new to social media, I suggest, you know, to try and, because everybody's got competition in the market, you know, no new products. I don't imagine that you're selling products and services. So you will have that competition in your area. So you want to do your research, get online, go and look on their social media channels, look at their website, look at all of their digital platforms, and look at what they're doing. What platforms they're active on, especially if they've been around for a long time. If they're only on Facebook, why are they only on Facebook? If they're only on TikTok, you know, why is that? So just have a look and see what they're doing well, and obviously not so well. So see what posts are really doing well, what reels, what stories are performing well. You can see by the number of likes and engagements and comments. And then you can kind of know, well, this is something that I need to have in my strategy, to have in Instagram, and I want to be able to create reels because that seems to be performing well for my competitors. You also need to do your research on your customers. So we can't be, you know, your products and services will be, you know, ideal. Your customers will be looking for these products and services. Not everybody will want them. Not everybody will need them. So you need to really target that audience, understand who they are and why they would want, what challenges do they face? Is there anything in the market, in the industry that you can help with? So you know your product is going to really help them. So you want to find out what their need is for that product, what their hobbies, what platforms are they active on. If you know your clients, your customers are kind of 45 female, well, you know by what we've just looked at that Facebook is definitely the platform for you, possibly Instagram. So you want to just find out as much as you can about that audience and build personas. So personas are where you can take a snapshot, kind of build an idea of who your ideal typical client or customer will be. So for Creative Hutch, here's Sarah. You know, she's 35 to 45, she's female, she lives in London, she's got a degree education, and she's a marketing director. She's got a team, a small team in place, but they don't have the resources or the time to actually carry out all of the tasks that they've got to do for the business that she works for. So we know that we want to try and target her. So we need to find out everything about her and the challenges that she faces. You know, she's got high KPIs. She needs to meet these objectives for the CEO of the business. He's expecting her to achieve all of these marketing campaigns, but she's just not got the resources or the team with the skills. So therefore, we know that we can help her and become an extended part of her team. So that's this is how we've built one of our customer personas. It might be that you've got different demographics, different age groups. So you're selling products to females, but they might be, you know, definitely 35 to 40, but then you might have a younger generation as well that might be the 18 to 25s. So you're going to have to create two different personas of those people. So a typical what their buying behaviors, what their issues could be very different, why they need your products or services. They will speak a different language, so you need your messages to be tailored to that audience. So as much information as you can find will help you to understand your customers. Then once you've got your goals, you've done your research, then you want to do a social media audit. If you've already got existing social media, then just kind of look and see what's working and what's not. If you don't have anything, you can skip this step because you're starting out from scratch. But look at the analytics behind Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They're all really, really powerful, and they show you who your users are, the age, where they live, what they're clicking on. You can see the most popular posts that you push out, the different types of content, how many people are going to your website through your Google Analytics. So all of this information is really powerful, and you want to be able to have a look at that just to kind of understand what's working currently for you on social media. If it's not working, take a real hard look at it and go, you know what, Facebook is just not working for us. The ads are not performing very well anymore. Nobody's buying on this platform. Just turn it off. You know, you don't need to be focusing on everything. You don't have to have every single platform. I would just say, you know, focus on maybe one or two, do it really well, and you can always add others afterwards once you get into that rhythm and you've got all of your content planned and scheduled. So once you have, you've done all of your research, it's time to, you know, you've identified what social media platforms you want. So, you know, and then you might decide, well, yeah, I definitely want to have Instagram shopping and Facebook shopping, TikTok shopping. So you need to set up all of those profiles, get everything in place. With your business manager, I definitely suggest that you, if you do use Facebook and Instagram, to download Business Manager so that you can manage all of those. You can see the comments coming in, you can see questions people are asking. You can schedule all of your posts in there, your stories, your reels. So, and then it all links through to the tracking and the analytics for you as well. So it's kind of a one platform where you can do everything in there. So it gives you a good area to just manage everything in one go rather than flicking between all of them. So once you've set up your account, unfortunately, I don't know if you've got all of these accounts set up already. I don't have time to run through today with you, but obviously I can if you need any help creating anything. But setting a good social media profile, whether that's on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it's really, really important because it's your first impression. It's like your shop window. If you don't have all of the information there, then people won't be able to find you. You want to be able to describe your business, what you do and who it's for in a small number of words here. You can see an example of Creative Hutch one here. So we're a creative brand marketing and social media strategists, so we can help businesses stand out and grow from their competitors. We've put in our contacts, so hello you can reach us there. We've got a Linktree account. I'm not sure if you know about Linktree, but in Instagram, you can only have one link in there. So it could be your website domain, your website URL there. But if you know that you've got lots of links to YouTube or to different areas of the website that you want to direct people to, then Linktree is an excellent other platform that you can download, and you can use a free version, and it just gives you the opportunity to add in lots and lots of different links in there. It could be links to articles, blogs that you've written, links to videos. It can be a calendar in there that you want to. We've got a calendar where we can have people sign up for a free 30-minute chat with us. So there's lots of different opportunities in a Linktree. So if you haven't already, check that one out. The content in your profile. So make sure if you're starting out that you have a relevant username for your business. So if your business is, if you are a plumber, you know, and it is your name and plumber, just make sure that that's in there, you know, Chris Jones Plumbing Services, or however you can do that, so that people know as soon as they land on there what you do and what you're offering. Choose a photo that reflects your business. So if you do have a logo, I suggest you use your logo, but make sure it fits nicely in that circle for all of the platforms. Or if you are a consultant or a coach or something, then you want a picture of yourself as well, because you are your brand. So you want to have a nice clear picture of you. Explain who you are. If you sell products locally only, then I would put in that, you know, Cumbria or Carlisle or wherever you're based, so that people know that you only sell and you only supply to that small area. You can include relevant keywords in your profile. So for us, we've got marketing and we've got branding, social media in there. So those are our keywords. If anybody was looking for just doing a search with hashtags or keywords in Instagram, our profile would hopefully get in front of them, so then they would discover us. Add links to your website, and again, set up that Linktree. It manages lots of different links to your website and your high value content. If you've got an event running, you can add that in there as well. So it helps people just find the information you want to show them. And again, stay on brand. If you've got multiple different profiles and accounts set up, make sure that you know when somebody lands on there, they know they're in your business. So everything's consistent across all of your different platforms. So the same images, same logo, same tone of voice when you're explaining, and the same profile bios as well. And then finally, in your strategy, just to make sure, you know, you've set your goals. So how do you know if you're achieving those goals? And again, just use the analytics in Facebook Manager or TikTok or anywhere that the platforms that you've chosen, to just track and measure that performance. So if you are using LinkedIn and one of your goals was to drive more traffic, well, then you can look on your analytics and you can see how many click-throughs you've had from LinkedIn to your website. So that's kind of tracking. If you're using Instagram and you wanted to create more awareness, you want to get new followers, you can track how many people have seen your stories, how many people have seen your reels, how many people are liking, sharing, commenting on those, because that's all about the brand awareness. If you're advertising on Facebook, you can obviously see how many sales you've had, and you can measure that cost per click. So you know how many people have clicked on that link and how much it's cost you. So there's loads of different metrics that you can find, you know, business objectives, growing your brand, having more sales, improving kind of engagement or customer retention in there. So all of these different metrics can help you know that you're on the right tracks, really, and it's performing well. And if it is performing well, just keep doing more of the same. So now I just want to shift into, so we've created our strategy about what content you're going to put out there. This is where most people, they start and a few weeks it's going great, and then they just get exhausted by it. They can't keep up with the 2 posts a day and a story a day, or 3 posts per week, and it's just constantly, what on earth am I going to post today? So we want to build that content strategy. And again, like the social media strategy, it doesn't need to be really in depth. It just needs to summarize what content you want to create, who it's for, and how many times you're going to schedule to post it, and how you're going to track that. So it should focus on, why you're creating it in the first place. Don't just create content for the sake of creating content. It needs to have a purpose, because in the end, you want to have more sales, you want to have more followers, you want to have more engagement, and that's the purpose of growing your business. So just to think about every piece of content that you create and what it's for. So here, just a little summary, who you're creating the content for. Who is it? Because you'll already know who your customers are, because you'll have done that research. So you'll know who they are. They're going to be the 18 to 25-year-old females. Why are you creating it? Because I want to increase my brand and I want to have more sales in there. And then you'll say, well, where will you publish this? Well, I'm going to put this content. It's going to be on my website, because it's going to be products that I'm going to sell. So I'm going to have an e-commerce website. I'm going to talk about these products in my blog. I'm going to have a video of me explaining what that is in YouTube. And then what type of content will you create? Well, if it's for YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, it can be video. It can be blog post, like written form. It can be animation. It can be a Q&A. It can be absolutely anything. It could be a podcast. So you've got to think about that target audience, what they want and how they consume that content. And then you can start to build different types of content to engage with different audiences and different demographics. And then you'll go on to how will you create the content. A great tool that we use for creating our static posts is called Canva. If you've not checked Canva out, it's a great little design tool, and it just resizes your content for different platforms, whether it's a story, a post, a reel, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's for LinkedIn, because they all have different formats and different sizes. So definitely check out Canva to help you manage and create that content. And then before you go off and run and start creating content, just to kind of bring you back to the why, and we talk about this, and Vicky talks about this why all of the time, but you want to find your niche, because you're in a competitive market. Everybody will be. You will have those competitors that you're competing against, Instagram and online in general. So you really want to find what your niche is. You can't be everything to everybody. So we kind of thought, well, what do we love doing, and what we're passionate about, and what we're really good at? Well, Vicky and I are good at branding and marketing. We absolutely love it. We're really passionate about it, and we're really passionate about sharing the advice that we have and our knowledge to for events like, for workshops like this and webinars. And so we want to help other people to have that knowledge as well, so that then they can use it for their business. And then you've got to look at what people want. Is there a gap in the market there? And can we, with our passion and what we do, help solve those challenges? And if you can, then that's your niche. So it can be really, really, really drilled down. So our niche, we're looking at helping marketeers, and we're also looking at other designers as well that want to start their own business. So we have definitely found our niche, and then we just separate our content down for those different types of audiences. So yeah, you can create those circles yourself, and you can just write down quickly what you love doing, and then you can find your niche. So this is the example of our niche at Creative Hutch. So we love guiding and supporting our clients and just sharing our knowledge that we've gained over our 20 plus years. Our audience is definitely marketeers that are looking for branding and marketing support, and then they just don't have time. Or they are new business, startup business owners, and they don't know what they're doing. They know they've got a great idea, but they just don't know how to action that and get that known in the marketplace. So these are all different things that we can do. And these are the types of content that we'll create, different workshops and things, and we can share lots of different articles and blogs on our advice-led and our knowledge there. So it's a good little activity just to help you realize and find your niche. Then we want to create some content pillars, because you want to stay consistent in there. And the easiest way to do is to kind of just find 3 to 5 themes or buckets of topics that you want to talk about. So if you were offering a massages, you can, one of your topics will be about how to give, you could be doing how-to videos on massage. So you could have those videos and put them on your website, put them on your social media to guide and to educate other people. You could also talk about the benefits or the health benefits around meditation or sleep or health or fitness or food. So these are other extra layers of different content pillars that you can talk about to offer your advice. So it's everything surrounding your product and your service that you can educate and build, that trust with your customers. And these are your content pillars. So something that you talk about consistently will become your pillars. So here, just to define your content pillars, your expertise. So what is your product and the services you offer? And then why is it of, what's that interest to your audience? And then these should complement your niche. So always have your audience in mind for these pillars that you're going to create. I'll just scroll through so you can see a better example of what our ones are. So these are ours. So Vicky does the branding, I do the digital marketing, and Vicky talks about the design, I talk about the social media, and then we have the SEO as well as part of our team members help us. So these are our core pillars that we talk about. And so we can create content under these. So we can create podcasts and blog posts and videos and entertaining posts. We can create workshops like this, ebooks, lots and lots of different content types, but we generate them underneath these content pillars. So I will write all of the content ideas down around the digital marketing and the social media, and Vicky would manage the design and the branding side of things. So once you've got your pillars set, then you know that you're always thinking, right, I want to then, my pillar one, you'll just start brainstorming all of the content that you want to build under there. So for the social media, social media planning tips, how I can start writing little blogs. I could do little videos on there of sharing my tips and my advice for anybody trying to plan social media, because we know how chaotic it is and how time consuming that is. Finding your niche, those little tools and tricks that I can help somebody find. I could sit with somebody and really help them drill down to find their niche so that they can just focus on that area of their business. Content planning, social media trends. There's so many different topics that I can talk around social media. I could do social media advertising. I could, social media, building your profile, setting up your accounts. There's so many different areas around that one pillar that will give me a wealth of content to talk about and to actually create. So once you have your pillar in place, so say this is my social media, I'll then start writing some blog posts for the website. I can build workshops like this. We do in-person workshops as well. We're going to start podcasting, where we'll introduce and we'll have different people, different business owners, startups on the podcast with us, so we can have a lovely Q&A and like interview style. We run different events, webinars. We can have FAQs. People come to us and say, what are your the best tools that I can use? If I get this question all of the time, I can then push that out on a post saying, people come to me all the time asking what tools should I use to plan all my social media content. Short form videos, so little reels, stories. We like to introduce things and get our face behind our brand as well. So, and we can create like ebooks, free downloadable PDFs that we have on the website. So all of these different things you can create and generate loads of different content around there. So it doesn't need to be in any format. You can literally grab a piece of paper and just start scribbling down. I tend to think have a document where I just throw all of my ideas over the week. And then you can look at the ones you want, and then I start to create them on a Sunday, and then I'll schedule them all. And then that means that for the week ahead, I don't have to worry about my social media. It's all set up and it's there ready for, you can concentrate on your business then. But some blog ideas, really simple. top tips, anything, 5 top tips, 10 top tips. They are really popular and really, really good for SEO, because they're the sort of people search that people are looking in on Google. So, you know, tips for creating content, that might be a search term, and then they'll find your blog post. So tools to help you plan your social media, how to optimize your Instagram profile, what to put on there, finding a niche, hashtags. I can write lots of different things on different topics. Carousels are really good on Instagram. They can kind of help you tell a story. Or if you're promoting lots of different services, so you might have, like we've got, you know, branding, marketing, SEO, we can showcase those in a carousel. Workshops, you can create workshops, ebooks, free downloads, podcasts, videos, YouTube videos, interviews. There's so many different things out there, and I suggest, you know, look at what your competitors are doing, realize, you know, saying, oh God, they're creating this type of content, maybe I should do that, and just see if it's something that you're able to do yourself. Once you have all of your ideas down, it's really good not just to become too salesy. Think, right, well, I've got all of these products I want to sell. So you just become like a sales tool, and it's promotional, and it becomes really cumbersome, and people just get turned off, and they might hide your ads. They might not follow you anymore, unfollow you. They might just not engage with that post, so that your posts don't get seen in their feed anymore. So you really need to create that content that they're engaging with, and you know what they like, because that will keep your business and your posts in their feed. So I tend to group it down and think of all the different types of content categories. So educational, inspirational, promotional, entertainment, building connection, and having conversation. So if you can create content that for each one of these, then you can start to schedule them out. So on a Monday, you might do an educational. Then on Tuesday and Fridays, you focus more on entertainment, which shows, you know, your face, behind the scenes, nice stories, funny reels. And then a connection, you want to, you know, you can share bits of feedback and events, or shout out another business that you think is doing really, really good. Inspirational, we often share quotes that we like, especially, you know, if it's wellness, if you're into that beauty, that health, the inspirational quotes are really, really popular. And educational, this is where you can share your tips, you can share links to your blogs, workshops, share any resources that you might have created for them. And then the conversational, you could just put on a story, an Instagram story, a poll or a question, or do you prefer, you know, A or B, and people will interact and engage with those posts as well. So it's just trying not to be too salesy and promotional, you know, just product, service. People will turn off to you and stop engaging with those. So you just need to mix that up as much as you can. Once you have, you've got your pillars, so you know what topic you're talking about, you then put all your brainstorming ideas down. You've then grouped them into, well, this one I'm going to share a blog, and that's going to be educational. Then I'm going to do a promotional one, is like about this event today. So we'll have that one. And then a connection, I might just want to invite somebody, or tag somebody in on a post and thank them for something. And then on a Friday, you'll do an entertaining post that's just you being silly, or just showing your personality, which everybody wants to see behind that brand. And then just schedule it down so it doesn't become monotonous. And then before you know it, if you're only posting 3 times a week, you don't have to post every day, then you can really see how you can break down and quickly schedule all of that content easily. Then once you look at your analytics and you see, oh yeah, on Monday that really, really worked, that educational piece, you know that, right, well, I'll just create more content like this. And you just repeat. I'm conscious of time. I know we've got 5 minutes left. I wanted to get some questions if you had any. So keyword research, definitely look at your keyword research. So just think about the topics that you can research. Another great thing to find if you're looking for ideas for content is go on and use just Google Trends. Just type into Google and I just put, tips for content strategy or something, or content creation, and then you'll see what everybody else is doing, because it'll just list all these different blogs go and have a look at what everybody else is doing and generate, you know, things that are working well, that's ranking high on Google. It's a great tip. You know, if it's working well for them, it's going to work well for you. Definitely learn from your analytics. Don't just ignore what the analytics is saying. You know, have a look, see what your best performing posts were, what reels are doing well, what stories, what videos, and then just create the same over and over again. You can repurpose your content. So say you have created a downloadable guide or a blog post. That blog post can then be cut to make a guide, a free PDF. It could also become a webinar or an event that you want to run. You could then do a live story on, or a story on that, just explaining what it is. You could do an email campaign on it. You could run an advertising campaign. So you can use that. You can break a big bit of content down, and you can reuse that and create it into different bits of formats, depending on what platform you want. If something's worked really, really well, a blog post, and you know it ranks really high on Google, or it's getting loads and loads of traffic, keep it up to date. There's no reason why you have to take it down. Repost it again, change the date on your website, just change a few things, make it more up to date, and repost and reshare on social media. So you can have a bank of content, and you just keep posting it, you know, every other month. Change the photo on the social media so it's not the same on your feed. But yeah, look at what's working, what performs well, and reuse that content. Just finally, just some tools to help you planning. We just use Facebook Planner's brilliant. It's free. Everything's under one place. You can see a huge calendar of your posts, and you can just schedule them with all of your links. Put the time, set the time. It can even tell you when's best to post, like an optimal time, and it'll push it out for you. But Hootsuite, Later, Agorapulse, there's so many different out there. Or you can just do it, you know, in TikTok and Instagram, on each of the platforms as well. So no kind of whistle stop tour, as bang on the half an hour. Thank you for listening. Just wanted to know if you had any questions for me on that. Can you hear me?
I think there's a question in the chat, Carol, from John. I don't know if you can see the chat. Should you rely solely on social media, or would you recommend a blend that includes more traditional marketing methods?
Yeah, I would definitely include a blend.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, your email marketing, it's still a huge traditional platform. People are signing up for your newsletters, your subscription on your website. So definitely promote that subscription, you know, sign up to my newsletter, and you can retarget everybody via your email. So you want to resell, retarget. So definitely look at all of the different options, events, you know, brochures, flyers. Definitely use all of the channels that are, you know, you have access to. Hi, Lucy.
Lucy, have you got a question?
Oh, hi. Yeah, sorry. I missed the beginning of the conversation. I just wondered if you've got contact details for yourselves.
Yes.
I wanted to hire you.
Yeah, we can share. Ben, will you have the information that you can share with Lucy?
Yes, Lucy, I'll be able to send those out. Or Carol, if you want to put your email in the chat, we could do that. Thank you for that, Lucy. Sorry, Mr. Bingham. We're also recording it, Lucy. So it will be on our YouTube channel forthwith. Haven't got an exact date because we're new to getting this started. So it'll be on there for you to see the bit you missed as well.
Okay, thank you.
Pop my email address, carol@creativehutch.com.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. If you've got any more questions or anything, you know, feel free to drop me an email or anything, or yeah, you'll find lots of information on our website as well. But thank you very much for joining us today.
Brilliant. Thank you, Carol, as always, and thank you for everyone else for coming along. As I said, Carol has put her email in the chat, and however you found us at the BIPC, if you want to use us as a conduit for getting in touch, then do feel free for that. I've popped a little survey form in there, which we would really appreciate as a new service if you could fill that out honestly, so we can learn from what we've done and what you liked about it and what we could do better. Carol, thank you so much. However many of these things I see, I always get more takeaways about things I'm not doing or not doing quite as well, or things that I need to hone in or concentrate on more. And you definitely flagged a lot up there today. So thank you very much for that. I will stay online if anyone does want to hang around and ask any more questions for a couple of minutes. But if not, you are free to go. Have a great Wednesday. It is Wednesday, isn't it? Got that right. And I hope it was useful for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Hi, Ben. I wondered whether I could ask a question. Hi.